everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Belinda, and this is
Frederick Carmichael.
And we are the Carmichaels. We just wanted to jump on today. We was on earlier. We had dinner, Sunday dinner today, and I kind of wanted to come on and just kind of talk a little bit about how to better understand your spouse. Now, me and my husband, I have been married prior, and he has also been married before. So this is our second time around, and we are really excited about that. So we want to talk about how to better understand. A lot of times I'm seeing that husband and wives sometimes don't really understand each other. You know, one's saying one thing and the other one's interpreting it differently, and this one's saying one thing and they're interpreting that differently. But we've had those situations as well in my first marriage and also in my second. Those type of problems you're going to really have, you know. But I'm learning that listening can cut down on a lot of that confusion, right, babe?
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm learning how to listen to him. Learning how to understand him. Sometimes he says things with his mouth, but that's not what he really means from his heart. And so I'm learning how to know who he is as a man of God, as my husband, and he's also learning to know who I am. And so we want to talk about, sometimes we've had some serious situations where I didn't understand him. I got the wrong impression, and I thought he meant this when he actually said something different. And so as a wife, it's my second time around being married, I'm really learning how to listen before I speak. And I know there are times when I have said things out, you know, before I really listen, and maybe I striked a nerve with him and vice versa. So some of the things that I'm learning now is just how to listen. You know, he has a very warm, gentle heart. And so I have to make sure that I nurture that, you know, and I have my spirit pretty much is pretty mild. You know, I'm a loud person. I am a very loving person, try to be an understanding person. But as a woman, sometimes dealing with our husbands, women can, you know, agree with me. Sometimes we overbear them, you know, in terms of overshadow them. And we have to learn how to listen. Okay. And so, baby, why don't you give a little bit about your experience on how you feel that a woman, your past experience or even now?
From my past experience, when my first marriage, I'm not saying nothing bad about her. She was a good woman. But I come into marriage, thought it was going to be forever. And I found out about if it don't start out right, it's going to end up wrong. When it get to my wife, God first, and I'm second. I try to give 100. I'm not perfect, but when it get to my wife, I love my wife and I cherish her, but you can push me so far, but you don't mess with her, because I'm her covering. You know, a lot of times I tell her, I say, you know, I love my wife, and I try to be a good provider for my wife. You know, sometimes she get on my nerves sometimes, but that's all good. You got to take the bitter and the sweet. And I tell all men, whatever you do, please take it from me. Whatever, if you promise her something, oh yeah, they're gonna hold you to it. And one thing about it, I ain't gonna beat it. I ain't gonna ride in the back seat. If I can't drive,
ain't nobody going nowhere.
Yeah, I love her. Sometimes to put up with a little country man, Louisiana man like me, I told God, I can stay. Don't get me wrong. The loneliness, I deal with that. But God, don't send no. I know you ain't gonna let me go back in the same
Don't
thing.
send me no food.
So God sent her. I found her. She didn't find me. So I got a big heart. I'm a little man. I got a big heart. I don't say too much, but my words mean a lot. So I love her. She always, sometimes my wife, she wanted to just take over the whole conversation. I just sit back and laugh. Just let her go ahead. I'm learning that.
I'm learning how to listen.
When she get the wheel, she got it. I'm gonna just let us talk. I can say.
Well, baby, I think that was awesome what you said.
I get to talking.
You gotta take the bitter with the sweet, and I think everybody needs to realize that a marriage is not easy. You know what I'm saying? You've been by yourself all your life, and then you get with somebody else who got their own flaws and different things. So you put your flaws with their flaws. You got to learn how to have some strategy on how y'all can get through day to day.
Baby, you remember you told me when I first started dating you?
What?
Why you got your arm on my neck?
Yeah. No, we be in church. You got your arm on my neck. Here, ain't nobody gonna get my woman. Baby, put your hand out, because then it was heavy.
Your head heavy.
Calm down, baby. Calm down. But listen. Back to understanding your spouse, it is so important, y'all. If you in a relationship or engaged, that's one thing you should keep forefront in front of you is that I want to make sure that I'm understanding my man, my wife at all times. Because I can say one thing and he can interpret that another thing, and I'm thinking everything is cool, and it's not. So husbands, if you feel some kind of way after your wife or your fiance have said something, don't just let go on with it. Go, baby, you know what? You said this 2 hours ago, and it's still kind of ain't sitting easy with me. Let them know. Okay, that keeps the communication line open. Communication is so important in a relationship, in a marriage, whatever. You have to communicate and tell them, listen, the other day, you said something and I just don't quite agree with that. Let her know. Don't be walking around, not saying that. One thing I cannot stand the silent treatment. I don't like the silent treatment. Tell me something.
I don't like it either.
Get mad, something. Don't just act like everything is okay, but you got an attitude way up here. Okay? That's not good.
You know what? Another thing. I know when I stepped on got it in the wrong, when my wife kind of get upset with me, she get, and especially would taz me up when I got away. I apologize. I said 2 or 3 times when she would say, "Good night." That's the way, don't maul me. So the next day, she'll get up, go on, do her little thing. But she'll come around. She ain't gonna sit there and hold nothing. We don't do that.
No, we don't.
We don't say, well, I know what to do to get her back on, because she like nice things. Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when I say good night, if we have during the day or maybe prior to going to bed, there's been a little misunderstanding. So sometimes, and if he's really determined that he's right about the situation, and maybe I'm feeling some kind of way, and I get into bed, he's already said his prayer already, and then it's quiet in the room, I'm like, good night. Okay, lights out, but sometimes we have talked even after good night, but for the most part, we don't really go to bed upset, because I'm always gonna rub his back, rub his little shoulder, stick my lip out.
Well,
he gonna know something going on.
Yeah, you are. See, my wife, put this on the record. My wife, she like her back to be rubbed, and she like her feet to be rubbed. It isn't that, and she done got it so obvious. I can't even sit on the couch, twinkle her toes. But when I asked her to rub my back, hold it. When I'm just gonna tell it like it is, I love it. When I asked her, you know what she'll do? She'll push my shoulder in love. She don't be, but it's always seemed like I'm gonna ask. It seems like y'all want a lot out of us. And that's just me saying that, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But we as the leader, and we cannot act like a little old boy. And I don't run around and never tell my wife I'm the man. Do I say that?
No.
I never say that. Actions speak louder than words, whether little or big. And we love each other. I'm learning more about her every day. You then don't think them when you I don't care when them a woman, you ain't got nothing on no woman. When you snoring, they figuring how to get you. I'm just having fun, y'all. Don't get offended. We just having fun.
But I really want to say, I really want to stick to how to better understand your spouse, because a lot of couples, are having problems right now. And during this pandemic that we're going through right now, it seems like it's at an all-time high, because you're going through your whole life is upside down. Husband maybe working, the wife maybe not working, or vice versa. Kids are howling and screaming. The house ain't clean. You got to put masks on every time you go out the door. Your money is low. And all the loving that's supposed to be coming in that home, especially in that bedroom, is gone. And so this is a time to sit down with your husband, sit down with your wife, say, babe, you know what? In spite of everything that's going through right now, let's remember back when I first met you. How I used to bring you flowers. Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? You got to remind him. And so sometimes when all hell is going crazy, go back to how it was when you first met him. How you got the butterflies. Oh, here come my strong black man. Here come my strong white man. You know what I'm saying? Here he come. So you have to be able to reflect on how it used to be, because right now it's a lot going on. And if you want to save your marriage and serve your husband, try to get a better understanding, especially in the times that we're in now. He probably ain't got his job. He probably can't bring you them flowers no more. He want to. He going in the room, sitting there looking at TV, playing games all day. You mad? You know what I'm saying? You can't go out and get your nails done and get your eyebrows together. Kids all around the house. You can't even buy no Pampers. This girl over here acting like she done lost her mind because she just now turned 14. You got a lot of things that you're dealing with. And then the COVID-19 going on. So try to sit your husband down. Sit your wife, baby. I know what's going on right now. But I love you and you love me. We're going to get through this pandemic. Okay? We're going to get through this. We done lost loved ones and family and friends. We going to make it through this. Tell your husband that. Tell your wife that. I'm here for the long haul. Encourage that man. They hard. It's hard for them they carrying this whole family. Your husband is carrying this whole family, believe it or not. So he needs to rub them down at nighttime, get some good old oil, rub that bed. I be trying to, I be so sleepy. Yeah. But I have to do better understanding your spouse. So give him a massage, foot massage. Rub that big old bald head, lady. That's your man. You know what I'm saying? So understanding your husband better during this pandemic is one of the best things you can do for your wife and for your husband. Baby, you want to say something?
Tell him when I first met you, when I invited you. Just tell it like it is. Don't hold nothing back when I call myself cooking. I cook.
When was this?
When I first married you, when I invited you and Mateo over from church. When I tried.
He invited us over for dinner. Everybody normally is hungry after church. I don't know what kind of spirit that is, but when you get out of church, you're starving. Mm-hmm. So he invited us over, my grandson and I, and he had made dinner, baked some chicken, baked beans, and I think
that wasn't no baked beans. That was
whatever it was. The chicken was as hard as. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm like, so, I'm trying to be, cute and everything. So I'm biting in this little chicken, but it was like hard, but he can cook. But see, the thing about he do now is he cooked that chicken, the day before? You can't bake chicken the day before. I did it Saturday morning. That morning? And it was Saturday that hard? Morning. Oh, Saturday morning. And here we is eating dinner Sunday afternoon.
But you ate it. You ate it.
Because I loved you.
Yeah, you didn't make me feel bad.
No, I don't. And I was always be grateful because like I said, on Sundays, everybody home. You know what I'm saying? And so he always invited me over for dinner on Sundays, and I would go. The food was good. He had it set up nicely, nice fruit punch and food, and it was good because I was hungry.
And then, what did you tell? There was something else she done before we married. I would pick her up, go to church on Sunday. So,
let me tell. Now we are elders, and so we got to be at church kind of early in the morning. So he'll come get me about 5 something. Now, mind you, service started at 9, and so I was thinking now, the first time he picked me up, went on to church. So I'm thinking, okay, you're not even gonna see if I want something to drink. You're not gonna stop at the gas station and say I want some apple juice. So I said, I said you need to start when you come pick me up. You need to stop at the gas station and say, sweetheart, do you want something to drink? Do you need some orange juice, apple juice? Because see, I wasn't used to just get the church. You be at church for 5 hours sometimes before service started.
Oh man!
But he got so after that, after I told that's why wives better understanding your husband. Tell them what you want. Don't get mad that he don't go to the gas station. Oh, he do go to the gas station and get gas and get back in the car.
I did do better though.
Once I talked with him about it, yes, he did. He stopped, sweetheart, you want something to drink? Yes, I do. I want some apple juice. So don't assume that these men always know what you're thinking, ladies. Tell them. And once you tell them, if he love you, this man gets me, when we was going to pick, he always make sure, baby, want anything from his inside the gas station? So once you tell them, they going to do right. If he loved you, like the Bible said, a man should love his wife, they're going to treat you.
Well, tell him about my car you laughed about.
Okay. That's another whole story. But let me tell you about that car. It's called Blue. Now, it was a nice car on the outside, looked really nice. But when I get in that car and shut that door, it seemed like things was just falling down from the seat. I'm like, what is all these crumbs coming down? I guess the
top
inside the top was just, falling down. I was like, and then he had a big old garbage bag.
What?
That garbage bag. And so I didn't know that when it rained outside, it rained inside. That's what the garbage bag was for. He had these big old blankets in the bag. And I'm thinking to myself, what? But it got old Blue got us to church. You know what I'm saying?
You never did get. I pull up at the church. She wasn't shamed.
I wasn't shamed.
But like I say, if they can accept you, like
right.
you stick. They stick with you.
Absolutely. Sometimes may not be what you want in the beginning, but trust me, hang in there. God's gonna give you a blessing.
Okay.
So we just wanted to come on here to tell you how to better understand them. Get with your husband. Get with your wife. Talk to them about what you feel. Don't hold all that in. Share with your companion what you feel and share your fears. She's your companion. She's your friend. She's your secret partner. She's your lover. And if she really loves you, she's going to understand everything there is about you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Don't try to hide anything from your wife or from your husband. That's your friend. Laugh with her. Laugh with him. Okay. And our love is forever. Ain't right, baby?
Yeah.
Our love is forever. I met him. I was, I didn't know at the time when I met him, he's going to be my husband. I was going to a birthday party he invited me to when he,
Yeah, I kept looking across the table at you.
And then when I got there, he kept staring at me and everything. And I looked at him a couple times. He got out there trying to dance. And this man trying to dance?
I ain't trying to dance.
Yeah. So we got to look at each other across the table. But I didn't think he was interested because when I got ready to leave, you didn't seem interested in me at all.
I ain't talking about what I know when I went to Fort Worth.
We went to Fort Worth for dinner, New Year's Day. I made his dinner plate. He ate and everything. And so we were sitting down after we got through eating, and he going to touch my thigh.
Oh, let's see. You got to say all that.
Yes, he did. He touched my thigh. But it wasn't a sexual touch. It was just more, it was a connection for me. I didn't look at it as a sexual touch. I looked at it and it felt like a more like we were connected, Mm-hmm. I knew he was a man of God and he wasn't like that. I hope not. And so, but I fell in love with this clown. We broke up twice. We did break up twice. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. That's in one of our other videos, but we did break up twice, and God dealt with both of us because this is my soulmate and he's my friend, and we really been married since November 10th, 2018, and it's been really a blessing. It's been a blessing. Even through all of that, it's still been a blessing. We moved into our beautiful brand new apartment in 2019, and it has been a blessing. like I said, we've had both been married before. My kids, I have 2 kids by my first husband, and we are good friends now. Our kids are all grown. So he been married before, and his kids through his ex-wife, they're all grown, and so we're just enjoying being, in our 60s, just loving the Lord and ministry. I'm about ministry. I'm about, end times right now. God's been giving me that ministry to teach and to tell people about the times that we're living in and prepare. So I'm going to be going on Facebook Live this month. Belinda Porter Carmichael. Go on out there. It'll be out there. Facebook. You'll see it. Just chime in and listen in to what God is saying about the end times that we're living in right now.
Number one, I'm going to say this. I'm going to close. You know what attracted me about her? The God in her. If you don't have that, you can forget it. I love that Christ about her. She's a godly woman, and that's going to help us too. If you don't put God before your life, your marriage, it's not going to work. I can't do that. I got to have God.
Yep. And God is first in our marriage, and God is first in our lives. And so we want to thank you for just joining in. Thank you for listening in. If you're listening to this, please subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you a part of our community, a part of our family. We talk about spiritual things. We have cookouts. We do U-Hauls, having fun with my grandson. So we do a lot of good things. And most important things, keeping God first in our lives, because we are living in the last days, everybody. So, get your heart right with God. If you have not accepted Christ into your life, please accept Christ into your life so that you can get up on that great getting up day. Amen. So we want to thank you again. We hope that we said something to encourage you in your marriage and your relationship with your family, with God. So just remember, God is all we're going to ever need. There's nothing else that you can need other than having God. So once again, subscribe to our channel, like the button so you can be notified each and every time we go and do live videos. Thank you, and God bless. Willie, baby. Bye.
Talk the whole